All right, who are we looking at here? I love this photograph just right off.
Yes, this is from Kamal, and this was taken in Kashmir, India.
Very cool. I mean, yeah, the framing you got with the birds around that person, spot on. And that is really, really good. That is how to orchestrate that. It's not an easy one. You really had to be patient and wait for that moment because they're basically framing your subject, and the orange or the yellow headdress, that just brings your eye right in there as a punctuation point. That's awesome. You know what I would do? There's only one suggestion, just a post processing. Get rid of that sign. Only because it does pull my eye over there. Listen, this is art. So one of the things, Bob Holmes talks about, you're responsible for everything in the frame. It's true. Now whenever you can, eliminate it before you press the shutter. But hey, there's nothing wrong with getting rid of that. You could easily do that in Photoshop or Lightroom. The only reason, or you could crop it a little bit, but I don't think I'd want to crop it because I like the way you have things laid out. But the only reason is it's really the red in that sign just pulls my eye over like this. And you don't want anything competing with your main subject. Think of it like audio. You want a pure sound, right? You don't want any like side little noises. And if you had one, you'd get rid of them. You do whatever you could to eliminate that. Let's say you're recording voice and there's a whir of a heater, right? Well, you'd want to turn the heater off if you possibly could, but if not, you'd have Jared go in there and use some of his filters and get rid of the heater sound. You can do that stuff. So that's my only suggestion. It's a really great photograph. All right, let's look at a couple more.
All right, this one is from Isaac. He has a whole great one. It's Springtime in the Bluegrass Part 2.
Let me move
These were
myself out of the way
taken,
here.
yeah, these were taken in various locations in Kentucky, and this was one I picked from the group, but you should definitely go to the AYP Club and take a look at the rest of them. They're a wonderful collections of photos from farming areas in Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring this up before we do that. Christopher made a point. We aren't professing photojournalism. Art is fair to be created. That's true. This isn't a photojournalism class. If it were, that's totally different. I love the expression. That's really what it's all about. That's like almost a human. Oh, look who's here. Hey, River. Come here. She is going to join the party. Okay. Come here. Come here. Come. There she is. She's going to be 2 years old in a couple of days. There's that golden. Okay, so expression. Animals have lots of expressions, and that's what you captured, a smile. Like, hello. Yeah, a lot of emotion there. A lot of feeling coming out of this sheep. And the other elements in it just kind of help tell that story with looking through the fence. I have a photograph of a horse in a stall that's somewhat similar to that. River, they're even saying hi to you on TV. Sue said hi. River doesn't get why I'm staring into a screen when I have her right here. Why would I be talking into this blank screen? I know, it's kind of silly, isn't it? Okay, well, you can stay right here. So, good one.
All right.
Animals rule, right, River? Huh? Oh, yeah, I love this picture. I left a
Yep.
comment.
This one is from Mache, documenting everyday life, morning shot of the family.
You know what, Mache? Look at this. I just want to point out very different emotion, but let's look at the similarity of mother with their children and one extreme to another of emotion. And that's what I feel like when I look at your photograph. Whoops, go there. Okay. You've got this just wonderful feeling of warmth and emotion, mom and two kids. And black and white, tells the story beautifully. It's just spot on. Everything about it is a winner. Yeah, I mean it's a very different. I wonder if I can put these side by side. Is there a way to
I might be able to get that set up if you want me to.
Go for it. It would just be interesting.
Try and get that.
Yeah, that's right. You're still in here. So that's we're going to do a little behind the scenes, like clever editing here. It'd just be interesting to pull these together. By the way, you guys, nothing wrong. Like when you're training authors, training writers, if you've done any English classes, one of the things you do is you pick an author that you like and you just try to emulate them, right? Like, let's say you really like Hemingway. Hemingway uses really short sentences generally and very simple words. He writes at a 6th or 8th grade level. But there we go. We're getting there. And you just try to write an essay as though you're Hemingway or Jack London or whoever your favorite author is. And you can do the same thing with your photography. I'm not even saying, Mache, that you did this. I'm just saying this is another exercise you could follow, which is basically take a photographer that you really admire, Henri Cartier-Bresson or Ansel Adams or whoever, and go, I'm going to go out and see if I can find one of those photographs. I'm going to put my own spin on it. Now we're almost there. We got.
Yeah, here, I think I got to figure out how I want to do it.
Okay.
So we'll do it
Jared's. Oh, there you go.
So yeah, it's not quite side by side, but you'll be able to.
You get the idea. So I don't know if you even vaguely had this in mind. I doubt it. And I'm not saying that you need to, but it's just an interesting composition. But really more important than the composition is the mom with her children in two different emotional environments. One of utter distress. This is during the Great Depression. She didn't even know where she's going to feed her kids and how. And on the other extreme, we have the contentment and love coming from mom with these two kids. So bravo, well done. Excellent photograph.
All right.
And black and white, definitely works in this case. Now, you didn't have to have one of these, though. This sort of makes this process a lot more complicated. Not actually complicated, it's very simple, but a lot more work because you got to take that negative out, process it, print it. You don't just do it like that. Please subscribe and enable the bell so you don't miss any of our new shows. Like the video and please share it and leave your comments. I love hearing from you. And remember to get out and capture your own images of life.